Hello, I'm Northern, and this is my every smoke tutorial for Nuke. Now, whilst doing this, there's been a lot of smokes for Nuke. So, at the top of your screen now and around it, you'll be seeing skip markers to go to the smoke that you want to see, or you want to learn. I'm going to be starting on terrorist side and going outside. To successfully take outside, you're going to need smokes. Like, if you don't have smokes, they'll be able to get intel on you, and you'll just get murked as you're running down secret. So you're going to want to smoke off from here right to here. And this is called the wall. So you're going to want to create a wall of smokes. And you can do this with just two, which is very good because that only means you have to play with one person, you know, instead of like a whole team. So the first one, come up to this railing here. And where these two railings meet, I think it's the first point where the two railings meet. Come to the left side of the pole and make sure you can't see the gap. So you want it aligned with the building at the back and right in the corner, and then just turn round to the silo. Now you want to open up the smoke and bring your crosshair on this line and bring your thumb up so it touches that dot. I'll show you the dot. It's this dot here next to cross. So where it crosses, there's a tiny little dot there. And this is what we're going to use as placement. So right there on the cross. You bring it up and move it slightly to the left so your thumb isn't over the cross. So you can still see the cross and then release. And there's going to be no gap there. But we've still got to deal with this bit. So to do that one, you come over to this spot again and jump onto bricks and get into the corner of the first box. So push yourself as far as you can into that. Pop the smoke again and bring your finger up this time, your pointer finger, to this line on white silo. So bring it up to there. And there's a line here as well. Just get it there and let go. And this one should cover that section that we missed last time. Right there. So to put these two smokes together, we're going to go from here. We're going to come into corner, turn round, thumb just off cross on dot, and let go. And then into corner again on this box, bring your finger up, and let go. And as we come round here, we'll see that that's smoked off. And then we get that smoked off as well. So you can just push down and no one even sees you. The only slight gap that occurs is this one here. And I can see an AWP might be able to get you there. So I'd recommend just getting another friend to just throw a smoke there. A simple one really. And that's going to create a whole barrier of smokes there. So staying outside now, you've done those smokes. But if they have a sniper up here on outside rafters, catwalk as it's called, they can see straight over the smokes. So you're going to want to smoke for this spot here and possibly this spot back here because they could be playing here and the mates have told them smokes outside. They're going to rotate here and just watch you as you all walk past, and that's not good at all. So to do this one, we go back to the terrorist spawn area onto terrorist roof. So to do this one, you're going to grab your smoke, come to this section of the roof with these little like pot vents. You align your crosshair up with the middle of this window. So to this one, and then it's that window there, the middle of it, stand up. And then what you want to do is aim for the middle of this vent, and you want your crosshair just above it so that the smoke only just clears it, because this is like pixel perfect. If it doesn't clear it, it's going to come back and hit you, and if it clears it too much, it's just going to fall off the other side of the roof. So you want it to go like that, and it pops there, and then the sniper's not going to be able to see a thing unless they then come round and move here. So you want something that's going to smoke off this area, and I couldn't find a tutorial for this anywhere, so I worked really hard to try and find a smoke that'd go there, and the amount of practices I had was unbelievable. So again, come to this section of the roof where you'd just thrown that one, and get a guy, look straight down, and come right to the corner here. Get your crosshair on the corner. Stand up, turn around, and then see this this vent on the top of the roof here. Go to the very corner of it, not like the corner of this bit, but the very top corner. So your crosshair's in the middle of that. Then bring your fingers up, not so it's touching this black bit here. There's a black bit on the roof here. This. You want your finger just below that. And when I say just below it, I mean just below it. So we got here. To the corner. Up a bit, up a bit, up a bit. And just below it there. And then release. And that should bounce off there. And then just roll onto there. And then pop. So your guy's been smoked off there. And now he's here. And he won't be able to do a thing about people crossing. And that's amazing. So I'll put them two together. So maybe you could have 3 guys outside throwing the outside smokes. And 2 guys on roof doing this. That's 5 people on your team that you're going to need to know. But I suppose it's possible. So you got this one. It's going to block off there. And then this one. If I can do it in time. That's going to block off there. So let's see how that worked out. See, so you've got those 2 right there. And that person playing AWP there is going to be completely shut out. Plus you've got your wall of smokes there. So that's basically the whole of outside covered for T. Let's move on to ramp. So for ramp, there's only 1 smoke you're going to need. And it's going to look like this. That right there. That allows you to come in without having to worry about headshot box. And anyone working ramp here. Or even this box here. So this basically allows you to just get into sight and do what you want. So to do this smoke, come into control room, line yourself up with the middle control panel, and push yourself right against the left hand control button right here. So left hand side, and then turn around. Put your crosshair on the right hand side of the door. Then move forward a tiny bit and let go. And profit. So now, you can do that. Go like that. Check if anyone's there. Check if anyone's there. And then finally, boom. Kill the guy at headshot box. There's a couple of variations of this you can do. With a couple more smokes. So you run into this. Go like that. Throw that one. Then you can just bounce it off the wall there. And that's going to smoke that position. So then they don't even know you're there. And then you can go for like a cheeky knife or something. But then this guy thinks you've come down here. But then you can really go anywhere with this. You can go to heaven. You can go outside. It's just to give you control of ramp. Which is very hard to get if they've got an AWP. Or anything like an AK or even an M4A1S. Just there. Picking you off as you walk through. So one thing to be careful about this is that he's going to have his sights trained. So you want to jump across there, get in position, and run slightly, and then probably hide till it pops. You don't want to expose yourself. So that's basically ramp taken. So now let's go to A main and check out the smokes we can do to take A. So the first one is going to look a bit like this. And this will smoke off outside mini. This stops an AWP player knowing if you've gone A or not. And they won't be able to see through any bit of the smoke. So how do you do it? Well, for this one, firstly, the door has to be blown off. Otherwise, it's just going to come back and stop the smoke. So what you do is you go into this corner. where this pillar is here and push yourself right against it. Then you aim for the top of squeaky door and go higher than that, and then to the top of squeaky roof. You can do the same with the grenade first to blow the door off, and then do this one. So corner, squeaky door, top of squeaky roof, and let go. That's just going to bounce, bounce, and land. Now you can either do this to take the site or to go down vent rush. Either way, they won't be able to push that. In conjunction with this, you're going to want to smoke off Crow's Nest, Heaven. To do this one, go outside. Jesus, I'm flying you all over the place. Right, so to do this smoke, you want to come to roof again. And onto this second part of roof. And you want to look directly at the window here, where this vent is. Get your smoke. And then you want to step back till you're at the white rim of the roof. So you're there, you come back, and you can be anywhere, I think, on this white rim as long as you don't fall off. So just like there. Then what you want to do is align your smoke so that the bottom of the top section, as you'll see I'm doing now, is just above. So the very top is just above the shadow of the window. This shadow that comes across the window here. So you want it just above that. And the shadow you're going to look at is directly below the left-hand side vent on the very top of the roof. So just above that. And you're going to pop and let go. It's going to go through the window, bounce off there, and pop as so. So anyone playing here with an AWP, it's going to be smoked off, while you then throw that smoke down there as well. So you've got this smoked off, he's going to pull around here, but you're already in sight, and you'll know that he's going to have to push. He won't be able to see if you've gone outside, or whether you're in. A couple of flashes will work like that too. You can throw the flash the same way. So if you had a flash, you could also throw it like the same way. It's still going to work and fly through this window. This only works if the window's not been broken, but with the flash, it's just going to bounce off and come into mid-room here. So it's going to flash everybody. And these two smokes together, it's a very easy way to take the whole of a site. And that's basically it for A. So now we're on counter-terrorist side, and smokes on the CT side aren't the most useful at first, maybe when trying to get back a site, but there's not a lot you can do really, and most of them are just casual, normal ones. But the first one I do is going to smoke out this area here, so that when they push, they won't be able to see whether you're there or here. So to do this, you come here, and it's straight off from CT spawn. You line your crosshair up with that light, and make sure you're on level with this pillar here. Aim for the edge of this building and the edge of this, so in the middle of these two edges here. So about there. Bring your smoke up, so you're in the middle. Bring your smoke up so it's on level with the first telephone wire. Pop it, run forward, and just throw. This is going to come around here, hit that, and pop there. So now terrorist running is going to see that. They're going to literally have to push around, and then you can have a sniper waiting at the back here, knowing that they can't snipe you there, and they're going to have to push around there. So that's the first one for outside, and there's a couple more smokes, but these aren't really positional smokes, these are just exploits of the map. So the first one, we're going to smoke here, and this is an exploit, because as you could see then, at certain points, you can see straight through the smoke. It's like where the two textures have joined, it becomes like a wall hack position. So say you know that you've seen them all coming outside. You come here, but you'll be there waiting. There it is. You'll be there waiting. Let's see, where is it now? With your AWP. You can do that as far as like there. And you can see straight through the smoke. And it's just an exploit of the map, really. So that's for outside. As for ramp, there's only one I really ever do. And it looks like this. And it smokes right there. So as we can see, if you were a terrorist, you got that smoked off. And if you tried to do that smoke to block off the sniper, it's hard to see where you're going. You'd have to guess, and it'd probably be wrong. So to do this one, just get your smoke, run, and aim at the corner. So this panel here is angled so that it'll bounce off. So you run, you bounce it off that, and it's going to pop there. Which is going to stop them from getting anywhere, really. So yeah, that's a very good one to use, but that's about it for ramp. You're not going to really do any more, apart from a normal smoke, a normal re-smoke of that area, and that's it. But there is one for A main, if you've come up here, and the terrorists are planning to go down vents into B. They've blown the door off, you've already seen that. And now all you need to do is smoke off the door. So that stops the push from happening. So the CTs have thrown their smoke, but they've seen this now. They can't find the door that well. And when they do, they're going to see you. Well, they're just going to see you later, because you get that little period where you're like stuck between smoke and not smoke. And you can just be sat up there. Ooh, there we go. You can just be sat up there, waiting for them to push through that smoke. And as they'll be disorientated, this will be fairly easy. That's it for A main. Apart from that, you're just going to be trying to hold and keep the site. In a scenario where the terrorists have gone outside and are rushing down secret, you can throw a smoke down into window. And that allows you to get into window, so you can spot from there. You can spot the vents, and you can even push down further and watch if anyone actually comes down secret, and then you can get the info and tell them to come down vents. Now this is a very good one, as I'll show you again, because it smokes it off so that it gives you time to rush in, pop in, because you can't run through them as fast. Position yourself, look over the smoke, and get some frags potentially. I think that's all the smokes on Nuke that'll be useful. Thanks for watching, I hope it has been an education to you. Comment, like and subscribe. I'm Northern, and I'll see you later.